Determined women of destiny. Oh yeah, we're beyond the motivator. Come and see. Passion meets purpose every single time. Amazing women shining, letting their light climb. Stories to empower, courage to believe, courage inform, inspire. You will achieve. Women of destiny.
Hey, good people, it's your girl, Yvonne, the Motivator, and welcome to the show. I want to thank my sponsor, Joseph Slinger, and my partners, Mr. C Live and 520 Collective. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe because every show has a woman that can inform you, inspire you, influence you, educate you, and encourage you. So, you know what? Don't keep it to yourself. Share the love. Share the love. I have today one of the funniest women I have ever met. Kim Thompson is a comedian like none other. I have seen her many, many times. I've had the pleasure to be on stage with her. And even just on the phone talking with her, this chick will have you hollering. See, she laughing. That's her laughing back there. She ready. Welcome to the show, Kim. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you, great queen. Thank you so much.
And I'll tell you, there's never a time that Kim's outfit and her hair don't match. Okay?
My God, my God.
She got
Really
that
good?
one, she got that swoop over one eye, and whatever she got on, it's matching. I'm like, yes, girl, go with the hair.
Girl trying to clock that T, trying to clock that T.
The two fingers together,
Yeah,
yes.
yes.
Oh my goodness. How did you start in comedy?
Oh my God, it's so crazy. I started actually long time ago, back in high school. And I think I started because I was using that as a camouflage. And I started out because I didn't have the confidence that I have now. So I started making jokes on myself and other things like that to take the light off of me and to put it somewhere else. So I was voted class jester in high school. I and I didn't see it coming, I was like,
Uh,
what? And as I got older, and I still was like, I'm just gonna do this church thing and all this stuff like that. But I started realizing that there was a ministry that you can also make people laugh instead of just speaking in tongue. Not there's anything wrong with speaking in tongue. Hanano shando shando. You tie my bow tie, I tie your bow tie. But that's another story.
I
That's
told
another
you this girl is
story.
a nut. Ah, she said, you tie my bow tie, I tie
My
your
God,
bow tie.
Haya coming
And
up, coming up
you
in
know,
a Honda.
she is church all the way. She's the perfect church lady. You guys see her. Um, and y'all make sure if you ever see Kim Thompson and you see that smile, you get you a ticket here.
My God, get you a ticket.
Because she do not disappoint. So you came to church, you realized there were so many sorrowful Christians.
Yes.
They needed some happiness, right? You know, they talked about they had joy, but they was not
That
happy.
part, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Okay. Lord have mercy.
And so you made your career,
Yeah.
in the church world, doing
Yes.
clean comedy, which
Clean comment.
being a comedian, people don't realize that's one of the hardest things to
That
do,
is so hard.
right?
That's
Because when
so
you
hard.
out there working real hard and you know you funny, they ain't laughing,
And
You
y'all won't.
you want to cuss, you just don't.
My God, because I'm half holy and half hood. So
That's
I
right.
need to know what energy we're working with. What
That's right.
energy? I can give
Pray
it
for
either
me.
way.
Pray for me. Don't play with me. You
Come
know,
on.
like Erica Mason says, we could go back to back to back to back, but I'll put
What?
you to rest.
What you doing? What you doing? What you want to do?
Oh my goodness. And
But
so
I
from the
really do appreciate being able to work in the church realm of things and
Mhm.
just bring joy to people. Just because the saints need to laugh. They need, well, you can't help
Mhm.
but laugh when you're in church because y'all do some crazy stuff in church. You be
we
like,
don't we don't want to start. We do not want to start. We be here
oh,
all night with the funny
okay, I'll
stories.
leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I'll just talk
Please.
holiness.
You know, even myself, I remember one Sunday I went to pick a kid up and they stepped on the bottom of my skirt,
Oh no!
and the rest was history.
Oh, I get it. I
I
get
can't,
it.
you know,
I got it. I
it,
got it. In the
so,
name of Jesus, I got it.
stuff just happens.
It's
So
a service.
once you made a name for yourself within the church circuit,
Mhm.
um, did the outside world start coming in and saying, "Hey, we want to laugh too. We want a clean comedian."
Yes, yes. Actually, God was very instrumental in that because what started out with me just doing some church announcements and things like that trigger into making people laugh, and therefore it opened doors because then other people who were quote unquote not churchy
Hmm.
decided I I like her. Oh, she's funny. And I just started incorporating that into my life. Like you can still go to church, but you can still have fun. And so
Hmm.
people took that as, you know what? Even if I don't go to church, I'll come to that event because you're doing it. And even with them just saying that, that allows me to get inside in some sort of way because you got to be happy with whatever way God used you to get in. You just need a little creek to
Amen.
get in.
Amen.
Just into the creek. And that's what he has allowed me to do. So people are coming to my quote unquote comedy show, but while I'm there or while they're there, I'm using that time to minister and reach out. I've even had some people come up to me and said, I came here bound because this is going on in my life, but being around you for that half an hour, that hour of making me laugh, I forgot my sorrows for that moment. So use that to just minister to people or help a person out in the times of trouble because you never know what a person is going through.
Amen. I know your name, your nickname is Kim Ministry.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Kim Ministry.
Yes, I used to use just Narvita, my middle name.
Hmm.
But as I got involved in the comedy things, and I was like, I got to come up with another name. I got to come up with another name. And the Lord gave me Kim Ministry because even though my name is Kim, this is still part of my ministry. So
Hmm.
I would capitalize on the M because I combine the Kim and the ministry together. So therefore, it's Kim Ministry with the big M. So I can do KIM in the beginning and at the end, ministry. How you spell ministry?
Mm-mm. Don't ask me. Mm-mm. Uh-uh.
I want to see if y'all paying attention.
Mm-mm. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because the one thing I can't do is spell.
Spelling is
Wait
not your strong
a
point.
minute. Ministry. Ministry.
I
I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I got
Good girl.
Listen.
Ding, 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 ding.
Einstein was the smartest man ever and could not spell, so I don't feel bad. I do feel bad, but I ain't gonna feel bad about it now.
Don't feel. Yeah, I understand.
Right.
I understand.
So, you had talked about people that, wouldn't likely go to a church, but they'd go to hear you, right? Because
Yeah.
you were
Right.
funny and they liked your ministry. They just
Thank
didn't know
you.
it was ministry. You ever have folks that gave their life to Christ after hearing you, and the jokes are all about church, right?
Right, right,
And
right.
so they ain't got nothing but Jesus for the last 35, 45 minutes, right? And they realize, this is what she got, I want.
Yeah. I've had people come to me after church, after the show, and say to me like, that really touched me. That was good. um I know God can have, you can have comedy in church. And when you bring all that into fruition to people, there are some people that want to now learn more about Christ. And I said, sure, baby, we can do this. We can do whatever you want to do. And I've had people that I've given my number or information on how to contact me, and I would just talk to them, and I would been able to incorporate my lifestyle to them, to let them know you don't have to change everything all at once. Just take
Right.
little bites, chew that up, spit it, swallow it out, and then just take a little bit. And that has helped a lot of people. Oh, I even had some people say to me, I got saved because of you.
Oh,
Because of me? I'm still working on my salvation. How you get saved? Tell me what I do.
you're like, let the Lord use you.
Please,
And
please
he
let him
did.
use you. And they were like, yeah, because in my church, I'm Evangelist Kim Thompson.
Hmm.
But when I'm doing the comedy world and stuff like that, I'm Kim Ministry, because that way I can then jump in there and give you some Jesus on the spot. But then I can jump back and I can give you comedy on that spot. Because I'm saying, Lord, whatever way you have to, please use me in laughter, in seriousness. And there has been a time when I have been invited to a church event or something like that to do my comedy.
Hmm.
But the spirit was so high that when it came time for me to get up, people were still praising God. And I knew then I jumped out of my comedic role
And
and
went
I went
straight.
right into my church
Let's
role
go.
and my
Yeah.
evangelist role, because I'm like, God, I said, y'all excuse me. It's time for God to have his way in this place, because
Mhm.
nothing's funny. There's no
Right.
need to be like, all right, y'all calm down. All right, I got jokes to tell. No, 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 no. You got to know, you got to listen to the voice of God of when you should and when you shouldn't. And therefore, I'm somewhere listening. I'm somewhere listening at the sound of the voice of God, because I never want to be out of order when he's trying to have his way.
I remember you talking about the fact of having to understand that your ministry as an evangelist
Hmm.
comes first, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I also heard you speak about your pastor who has gone on to be with the Lord,
Yes. Yes.
and that is Pastor White, Bishop White.
Bishop Frank Otha White.
Yes, and he's the one who encouraged you and said, laughter makes the heart merry, Kim, go
Yes.
forth.
And he
And I
did.
remember hearing that, and that touched me so much because, sometimes we do stuff and we know we want to do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we feel we heard from God, but when you get a
Absolutely.
confirmation from the man or woman of God that you're under,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
say go forth, that is just such a special, special blessing.
Oh
Special
my
blessing.
God. Oh my God. When I got the confirmation from my spiritual father that
Mm.
it was okay, that's when I was like, okay, God. I mean, I cried after that because I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. Because if I got to be holy, I'm going to be holy. That's what I was taught.
Mhm.
When I was growing up, no, 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 you can't laugh with God. This, you got to be
Right.
right. And so that's what I had in my mindset. So when he got up there, it was like, Kim gonna make you laugh. Because just real quick, one time I remember he had a preaching engagement, and we went there as a church or whatever to support him being there and all
Mhm.
these things. And I'm cracking up, like praising God and everything. And while we were sitting there, he said a few things. He was like, I know what. I'm gonna bring somebody over here gonna make you laugh. So I'm looking all around because I want to know who he gonna get to make them laugh. Because I'm still over there slobbing and spitting, thanking God for everything. And then when he was like, "Kim, come up here," and I looked around, and one of the ladies said, "I think he's talking to you." I said, "I know he's not talking to me." And she was like, "No, I think Bishop wants you up there." And that was one of the first times that he introduced me, like, Kim gonna make y'all laugh, because the saints were ready for a preach word to come through. And
Right.
when he introduced me to come up there and just give 5 minute laughter or whatever, I
Mhm.
was so taken aback because I didn't think that had anything to do with me. But God let me know that it was all right. And if that man of God called you out to do something, then do it. And
Mhm.
that's when I started going further with it. And he started using me in a lot of the comedy acts in church. If a guest was coming in, and he's like, "Get him, Kim."
Get him,
I
Kim.
was his I was his secret weapon. Get him, Kim. And I was like, "Oh my God." But it started letting me know that it was okay. It
Hmm.
was it was well welcome in that forum. And
Right.
and I thank God. I thank God. I don't take it lightly of
Hmm.
anything like that.
Well, I tell you, Kim used to have this signature thing, right? And drop it like it's hot.
Baby.
Kim used
That
to
was
could
a whirly
drop it
Kim.
and pop it right back up. Now listen, I'm chunkier than Kim, but I was like, she a little chunky. She got some good knees because girl would drop it down, pow, stand back up, and the whole place would erupt in laughter. She wouldn't even have to say nothing. It was just the way she'd look at the crowd, drop it like it's hot, stand back up, and look at you like, what you laughing for?
what you talking about, girl?
And we'd be laughing about 2 to 3 minutes, right? We have to catch our composure, and did she hit us with a joke?
My God, that was again, that was God telling me that it's okay to do
Mhm.
certain things, because I'm thinking in the beginning it was just hold the mic, get up there and say a few jokes and go somewhere and sit down. But then he told me, no, you got to incorporate a part of you so that people will get the joke or people can get along with you. And so now I'm like dropping like a hot, but I don't know if I can do it now. I might drop it and I might leave it. Or you need a forklift to pick me
But
back up after I drop it.
you can drop it, it just won't be hot no more.
And no, it won't.
It's
It
gonna
be
be a little
lukewarm.
warm. It's
It
gonna be
lukewarm.
cool. It's gonna be cool. During
Where's the
COVID,
deacon at? Where's security? Help me back
uh,
up.
uh, all right. And you got Deacon slash security, right? Deacon
Hey, come
security,
on here,
senior
somebody.
security. During COVID is when, wow, your
Oh
talent
God.
really took off.
God.
Everywhere I looked, somebody had you
Oh
on a
God.
Zoom, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Every church, every woman's group, every
God.
everything. You saw Kim giving, doing comedy, and we really needed a laugh at that time. We lost a lot of people. We didn't
Exactly.
understand what was going on.
Exactly.
Our air was just bad,
It
right?
was. It was.
We
It
couldn't
was.
go outside. We were stuck in the
No.
house. We
Yeah.
found out some of the people that we loved, we really
Yeah.
didn't. We wanted we wanted to strangle them.
Yes.
Some of the
Yes.
ones we wanted to strangle look just like us. So
Absolutely. Lord, don't take it like that.
listen, your friend, my granddaughter, by the way, my granddaughter thinks that Kim is the best thing
I love
since
her.
crackers and peanut butter. But my granddaughter, listen, I would tell her all the time. I said, wait till we get a chance to go back outside.
Yes, that's my
Just wait.
Claire. I
I
love
said, you
her.
just wait. I said, I'm a body slam you right on the concrete because I'm tired of you. I'm tired. And she knew we were all cooped up, right? And she's
Yeah.
in school and she doing everything
Oh
except for
God.
what she's supposed to. And then her
Absolutely.
brother is sticking his head out talking about, hi, hi. So COVID was really something.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Kim, you made it so much more bearable for us.
Oh
Right?
my God. Thank you so
So much.
much
So
with
much.
that. With that, because it was very hard for me during that time. Because again, I thought because of what all was going on that I should be quiet, go somewhere, sit down and pray and just leave it alone. Ask God, like, what are we doing? But then
Mhm.
when I started having people reach out to me, that was very shocking because I'm like, you want me to do something? How can we do something? Like, we're going to do a Zoom call or something like that. And we got people with their mask on sitting in somebody's living room, or they're doing a Zoom call with this person popping in, and they're like, okay, you're on. And I had to learn to make them laugh. And I'm like, how can I make people laugh during such a horrible time, such as this? But once again, I was the church people needed a laugh because all this hurt that they was going through, all the pain that they were experiencing and things like that. So when I came in there and I made a few jokes here and there, and people, you, even though they was on the mute button, you could see their faces and they're slapping their knees and they're cracking up, and I'm like, oh my God. I knew then, if you can do that, you can do anything, because even in the midst of a storm, you still brought laughter to somebody. So
Yeah.
because I thought of it that way, it was like, God, I thank you. So even when I got the phone, I went into worship mode because it was like, oh my God, oh my God. So laughter is not all about just getting on the stage and making somebody laugh. You never know when God is going to use you. I have even gone in the hospital to see somebody just to say I was there, just how you doing, sis? How you doing, bruh? And then all of a sudden, I end up making them laugh, and they got tubes in them, and I'm making them laugh like, oh my God, because I said something crazy, and I thank God. It's so, I can't even explain it as sometimes that the miracles that happen. I'm making jokes at a funeral. How you make a joke at a funeral?
Because
But
that's just who you are, and
that's what it was.
it's
That's
just
what it
your
was.
gift. It's just your gift. And when you're gifted, there's always a struggle, right?
Always,
And
always.
here comes not stroke number one,
Oh
but
God.
stroke number two.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How was it that the person that makes people laugh is now hit with something that has put you in a position where it ain't funny?
It ain't funny. It wasn't funny.
Hmm.
When that hit me, that was shortly, maybe a week or two right after my birthday. And because it
Uh-huh.
was in September. And I remember taking pictures and going crazy because I had gone out to dinner and acting silly and whatnot. So when this happened to me the first time, I had a stroke, and I was just like, what are they talking about? Because I had went to the hospital because I passed out. I threw up. I went through all the motions of everything that you experience a lot of times with a stroke. And I didn't have my first real stroke until I was in the hospital. And I had been well for about a week. And even the doctors and nurses and staff at the hospital were like, oh, she's doing great. She can go home. And then a few hours later, my family was talking to me. I don't remember anything. This is based on what they're telling me. And they said I was giving them this glossy look, and I was looking right through them. And they said they kept calling my name, but I wasn't answering anyone. And then they went and got the nurses and doctors and stuff, and they put them out the room. It's like, you gotta go. You gotta go. And it was a sounding of the alarm, so to speak, and they rushed me into emergency surgery because I had pressure on my brain, and they went and they had took some of the pressure off. They had to do some of that. I even got a scar in the back of my head where they operated and everything. And that right there took me out because I had to go to the rehabilitation center. I was in a hospital for about 3 weeks. Then I was in a rehabilitation center for about a month or so, and eventually they let me go. I think it was November or something like that. I came home, and at that time, I was a miserable person, and I had told God, I'm done. I'm not doing nothing else. I threw in the towel, but He threw it back at me. Like,
Mm.
oh yeah, you gotta take, because
Yeah.
He let me know that when life hands you lemon, l- make some lemonade,
Hmm.
and that's what He was telling me to do. So to be able to tell jokes again now, it's like a new stepping stone, because I saw a person on The View, and this comedian, he had a stroke, and he was telling how he made the comeback, even though he still got a limp, even though he
Hmm.
still use a cane or everything like that. It's going to make him stronger. And now he's out there doing things. And when I saw that show, I was still, in my bed, still recuperating. But
Hmm.
that let me know, you do it again, do it again. And that's why I'm out here, so I can tell people and minister to other people, whatever your disability is, try to turn that around and try to use it to help somebody else, because somebody else probably thinking is, I'm done now, I'm done now.
Right.
But God is able to take that, turn that mess into a message, and
Mm.
make you better. And that's what I feel about that. I slur sometimes, and I forget things sometimes. I don't know if that's old age, because I got the age to go with it too. So I don't know what that is. So I put it on the stroke.
So,
But
when did you have your stroke?
in September 2023.
Okay.
2020, but it still took me time, because I still go to my aphasia class, my physical therapy. I
Right.
still I had to go to doctor's appointment. I had to relearn everything all over again, like getting in bed or learning how to dress myself. It was all a learning experience. So that's why when you see me now, I don't look like what I've been through.
You absolutely don't. And
I,
you are back with a fury, girl.
To God be the
Everywhere. I'm
glory.
not, I mean, popping up here, popping up there. I said, you better get back to work, girl.
Won't
Yes,
he
you
do
better.
it?
Yes, he will.
Won't he do it?
Yeah. Just in this month alone, two shows.
Yeah.
You have anything for December? So the people, they're gonna see this. They're gonna hear this podcast after your show, but you can get them prepared for December.
Yes, I'm starting to get people that are calling me, asking me my
Mhm.
availability. They're like, can you MC this, or can you tell a joke for this? Can you do that? And so the calls are starting to come back in, because there's now seeing that I'm doing it. I'm alive and well. I'm back out there. I call myself the
Mhm.
comeback queen, because I'm coming back from whatever had distracted me or try to hold me down. I'm letting you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and He will do it. And so it's coming. The calls are coming in. I can't even remember some of the places where I got to go, but I let them know, hey, I'm available. I'm available. Whatever you
That's
need.
good. Okay, let my listeners know where they can find you, where they can see your stuff. Um, because they're like, well, maybe I haven't heard of Kim Ministries.
Exactly. That's very
So,
true.
let them know where they can find you. They can see your stuff and, for your booking information.
Absolutely. I can be reached by email. You
Mhm.
can do chemistry, KIMINISTRY @gmail.com. You can also, a lot of people have been texting me, um, contacting me by, excuse me, what is the name of that? Facebook. So
Mhm.
I'm on Facebook. It's Kim Thompson. So you can reach me there. You can just reach out to me on Instagram. I'm Comedy Kim with a K, comedy with the KOMEDY Comedy Kim on Instagram, and I will get back to you. I promise you. I will acknowledge you. And I do all things. I do churches, I do baby showers, I do weddings, I do anything that you want me to do, I'll do it. We can tweak it to your satisfaction. It don't have to be all about what I want, but what you want and what do you need. It's all just a phone call, text message away. And I love everybody. I really do. I love and appreciate everyone.
Well, you guys, if you want a comedian, you want to have a good time, you know who to contact. You got all the information. Kim Thompson. Kim, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're
Just
so
giving us
welcome.
your story of perseverance and resilience. Ooh,
Thank
that word got me for a
Yeah,
minute.
I got it. I can't spell it, but that's a good word. That's a good word.
You know, so if any of you are like, I'm throwing in the towel, remember what she said. You could throw in the towel, but God gonna throw it back at
Throw
you.
it back. Throw it back.
So until next time, good people, peace and blessings. Y'all keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing gets done.
No destiny.